Hi, we're on the night shift. So's Billy. Billy, is this the last bus of the day?
That's correct, yes.
Any problems today?
Not so far.
What kind of problems do you normally run across on a bus on your own?
Well, when we're on our own, the type of the drink drivers that are about this time of night, also the people who've had a drink wanting to get the last bus home, you know, they leave it to the last minute and expect us to take them no matter what they've had.
Right. And do you have much, I mean, because you've got a bit of money with you, but do you have a bit of problem people trying to get that from you?
Now and again you get the odd one, you know, he spends a bit too much and he needs some money for home, you know.
Right. This looks like a nice modern bus. How old is this?
This has just recently been brought to us. It's a new bus to us, the Dennis Dart. Prior to that we used to have the Volvos of an evening, which is a larger bus.
Well, I better not talk to you while you're backing it in case you have a problem. I've always wanted to be able to do this, but these vehicles are so long, aren't they?
You can certainly do this if you want.
No, really, you do it. There he is, number 31. He's finished his round. Carry on, Billy. We've caught up with John here. John, you're the what?
I'm the depot engineer.
Depot engineer. All right. Let's. You can go through first then. Let's wait for the guys to catch us up. So your last bus is in for the night.
That's correct.
Have you got anything else you've got to do before you go home? Let's move down the buses.
Basically, what happens at night when the driver's finished with the vehicle, they sign off any defects on the bus, and that's what.
This chap's called John too, isn't it?
That's correct. That's John.
I'll
Wheeler.
just have a word with John first, and then I'll come back and talk to you, John. Hi, John. What are you doing, John?
Well, we've just got a loose wiper blade here, and a wiper arm, and if it's not tightened up, obviously the screen doesn't clean properly.
Right. How many buses have you got here in this depot?
40 to 50.
So that's and how many of them are off the road at any given time?
Sometimes about 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the main problem you get with these buses?
Mostly brakes. You know, always if we get any trouble with brakes, we must put them on the pit.
Now, the average guy in his car does what, 10,000 miles a year? What do you do in a bus, do you think?
What do we do in a bus, John?
1,000 miles a week.
1,000 miles a week, goodness me, 52,000 miles. Whoa, dear, that's twice around the earth, isn't it, in a year?
That's right.
Well, we better let you get on. I mean, we'll move down the buses and have a look. By the way, John, I keep seeing in London, we always used to have red buses. It was the tradition, we used to have red buses. But now you go and see a London bus, they're all sorts of colours and they've got all sorts of names over them. What's going on? What's that all about?
That's all to do with the deregulation and privatisation of the bus industry. What's happening is all the larger companies are being split up into small profit-making units.
But I mean, it's still London Transport, isn't it?
It's still London Transport, but comes now under many headings.
Right.
Of which we're not part, I should add.
So how do you run? So what does that mean for you then down here?
We are part of the Stagecoach group of companies, and each of the Stagecoach companies has to make its own profits. So we operate under different company names in our particular area.
Hi, John. Obviously, you've got to service these buses at night because they take a pretty busy day, don't they?
That's correct.
What are you doing to this one?
This one's on the pit for an annual service.
Can we go down?
Yeah, sure.
So what would the equivalent of this be then? This is a 30,000 mile service. It would be on a car, would it, or what?
Yeah, it'd be like its annual MOT check and test this particular vehicle.
Any problems with this one?
Not really. We do, as a programme, change certain brake parts every year, just to make sure that we don't get any failures.
Right, just point out some of the bits to us.
Okay, above your head here, this big lump is the engine. The tanks over there are the air reservoir tanks.
Right, shall we go down a bit further?
Yeah, we'll move along further. The other lump above your head now is the gearbox.
Right.
That's a fully automatic box. These are the actuators that make the brakes work. Rear axle above your head. Not much else I can tell you about it, really.
Well, it's actually time to go to bed anyway, to be honest, John. Well, I'm not with you, I know. I mean, this is time for us to say good night. We'll see you next time. All right.